Alright guys, man, it's not going to be a super informative video. We're just going to go for our first impressions really. I've driven it a little bit, but you can probably see cabin wise it is definitely a special place to be. It is cool, man. I'm just out in an Aston Martin in the sun. I can only imagine what this thing would sound like with a decat, but it's a real silky smooth engine, man. You really got to step on the throttle. It's very lazy. Look, nice and flat, stable. Traction's on right now. Look how long it revs out for. 6,000, 7,000 into third gear. The gears are really, really long. It's just really stable, man. I don't know why I've just had this thought process towards Aston Martins that they're not very dynamic cars. They come across as clumsy and a bit, I don't know, just cruisers, you know? Obviously English made, but now I've driven it a little bit longer, I'm adapting to the throttle. It's really lazy. You gotta smash the pedal to get the revs up. Look at that, proper. It's not a sensitive throttle, and there's no sort of, imagine in an M3 just press the Sport Plus button and it'll sharpen everything up. Let's get the windows down. Heel and toe in, down to second gear. Brakes are awesome, man. It's a true supercar with how flat it is. It reminds me of the R8. Yeah, another thing to point out is this is proper old school, guys. Obviously 15 plus years old, but literally my foot is killing right now. There's literally like not bruised, but I can feel the muscle contracting, and on top of that it does actually feel like a really good basis. It's sharp, but then at the same time it's a bit sort of soft, like, you know, it's a bit ever so slight bit of movement. But I've said it many times now, it is a proper driving car, and I'm very surprised. Never, I mean, I know the later Mercs, should I say any new car really, generally handles pretty well, but look, manual gearbox, revving out V8. But yeah, in general the gearbox is good. I've not misshifted. It's initially when I first jumped in the car I was like, oh my god, like this is gonna be, yeah, something that's gonna take a little while to get used to. But the more cars I get to drive, the quicker I'm able to adapt to these vehicles. Fuel is pretty bad, not gonna lie people. But check it, look, what is this colour? It's like a purple. It's all purple, isn't it? It's not even brown. But yeah, check it out. You've almost got like this three-piece dash. It's in sections. It's sloping down, surrounded in leather, the white stitching. You've got the engine start here. It's a nice place to be. To think you can pick up one of these for about £30,000 is pretty unreal. If you've got dreams of owning a supercar, you got the R8, you got this Aston Martin, and it is a really, really nice looking car, man. Of course, this one's on the website. Only 45k on the clock. It is very confident inspiring, this car. Bit of movement there. Not sure if we've got an LSD from factory, but she is heavy, 1,700 kilos. Don't feel it though. Like the controls feel heavy. You got a heavy clutch, heavyish wheel. Definitely feel the ABS like grabbing the discs. I can feel it sort of stealing a little bit of power. Rev match down to third. Really long gears, man. Oh, sounds awesome. It is actually a very fast car. I mean, 380 horsepower is 380 horsepower at the end of the day. Naturally aspirated as well. I think the later versions, like the 2008, they went up to around 425. And I know that Cosworth apparently did some work with Aston at some stage. There was track versions of these, if you remember. Yeah, Cosworth, they did like a aerodynamic package, lighter wheels, and obviously they did like a power upgrade as well. Pretty expensive at the time. But yeah, when this car was first released, they were around £80,000. Obviously £80,000 today will get yourself, you can't even get yourself into an M4 for that money. But as you can imagine, 80 grand back then was probably a little bit different to it is right now. I mean, dynamically, I'm just trying to think like how I would even compare it to an E92, because we've got a similar V8, similar amounts of torque, but this does really feel fast as you get up in the RPMs. One thing I have noticed though, when pushing on a bit, you almost need to be a gear down. You can't be a gear up. It's just there's nothing there, and it's weird. It's like, to think it only revs at 7k, it feels like it revs a little bit higher than that. Oh god, like now you want to go first. Usually this is second gear, but you just find to be a gear down. Sounds insane, man. You cannot beat a bloody V8 engine. Very surprised at how dynamic it feels. Rev matching is nice. As I say, you just gotta press the pedal a little more than you're used to. Like, this car is screaming for an exhaust. Down to first. This is proper back to 380 horsepower. It's like, it's just right, you know that. Can feel it swinging on itself. I reckon this car probably doesn't. I wonder if it does have a limited slip diff. Yeah, I must say the power is perfect, you know that. It's not enough to get you in trouble. Like when you've got them torquey turbo engines, you can really spin up the wheels and lose traction, you know, like the F80 M3s almost. This just enables you to really stay on the throttle. So just trying to figure out how to summarize this video. I mean, first time driving a Vantage, and definitely a cool alternative to say like a V8 R8. Told you sub 30, 40k you can get one of these, and it is actually a proper driver's car. Rear wheel drive, manual gearbox, revs to 7,000. You've got that lovely V8 engine. It sounds awesome. Can only imagine what it sounds like with like a D-Cat exhaust. But yeah guys, as always, if you enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new. And remember, this car is on the website lfgames.com, ticket link in the description. So yeah, I'll see you next time.